Pappy Hour is talking now. What's it like? What's life all about? Oh, Pappy Hour, say your piece. Laugh at yourself, slap your knee. Pull up a chair, it's time for
Pappy Hour. Your hosts, Lucas Buddy and Eric Thompson. Ready for that riff?
Hey everyone, we're improving the studio, the video, the audio so we can keep showing up to give you a great show every week. Thank you so much for your support. The GoFundMe link is live in the show notes. And guess what? Here we go.
Man,
Good stuff.
Garrett. Can we say enough about Garrett? He was fantastic.
That was great.
Just one of your neighbors, longtime buddy there, and just me getting to know him for the first time. There was a wealth of information and knowledge that he shared. I mean, each kid created by the same parent, completely different human beings. Right.
And I love that he said, the plan that you make is probably not going to take just like that. And sleep training, good luck.
Yeah.
However, one of the things that I really love about both Lindsay and Garrett, but Garrett's business is he has to do a lot of traveling.
Yeah.
So as he gave the shout out to Lindsay, his wife, for really having to parent so much more when he's gone, he does make sure to bring them, one kid at a time. Sometimes
spend that quality time with them. One-on-one.
But he also shared too that you might go to an event, and the event is great, but it's the in-between time.
The moments
that
between.
is the magic.
That's the
between.
magic.
So love that. Take that. It just was beautiful.
Can't wait for you guys to hear this episode and see this episode now that we're doing some recording. We just want to go ahead and say, we are working on raising some funds to be able to continue to bring these wonderful stories to you every single week on video. We're upgrading our equipment and our space. And so please drop a comment, communicate with us. Let us know. Share this with some friends if you know someone that you're like, hey, I want to hear their story. What is their fatherhood origin story? Email us, reach us on the Pappy line. Reach out. We'd love to share your stories.
We are communicating with folks all around the country.
Absolutely.
And, it has been tremendous. So thank you again for your support. Keep listening, like us, love us. And come to our events. Look for them because we've got stuff coming up.
We're getting
month.
out there. All right, let's hear Garrett.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys. Cheers, everybody.
Welcome to Pappy Hour.
Oh my gosh,
we're back. We're in. Let's do this thing.
We're rolling video now, so everybody out there can see our beautiful faces.
Where is it,
Garrett? It's right here.
It's capturing us.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, geez,
it's nuts. So it's actually like we have a whole camera crew here right now.
Yeah.
So thank you to Nathan Eric's
Thompson,
wonderful son, who let us borrow this. So we're testing this out. So, yeah.
All right. Well, hey, Garrett Cole's with us today.
Yeah.
Father of three, general good guy. Like having you here. Thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah. Without a doubt. So as we start this, I kind of gave you a heads up.
Yeah.
Talk to us a little bit about before fatherhood, before meeting Lindsay.
Yeah.
Who is this guy, Garrett?
Who's this guy, Garrett? Yeah. Let's see. Well, we can start real early. So I grew up in Southern California.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lives in a good part of the town or a good part of the world.
Yeah.
From a young age, I think, what was I passionate about? I was really into soccer.
Yeah, for sure.
Probably sports guy.
Probably shaped my life.
Yeah.
Kind of got me in certain directions in the right place. Went to college in Santa Barbara as well.
Oh, nice.
Small Christian college.
Very cool.
Where I met my wife, and then we moved out here maybe 2 years after school. We had a beautiful apartment overlooking the ocean and the train tracks. And it was at that point that we said at some point we would like to have a family.
Yeah.
And there was no room for that in that 700 square foot shoebox.
You got to make some changes when that happens. 700 square feet's not quite enough.
No.
To bring even one kid. I mean, listen, people will make it work, but yeah. Great.
That would have been tough.
Yeah.
That would have been tough.
Yeah.
So then you guys make your way out here. And when you guys had met, had you guys already been talking like, hey, family's going to be something. Obviously, it was. You said 700 square feet wasn't going to raise a family,
Yeah.
but that was definitely on your guys' mind.
Yeah, we definitely wanted to do that.
Yeah.
I have one younger brother and then 3 older step siblings. So
Okay.
always had siblings around me. My wife Lindsay had 2 other siblings.
Yeah.
So yeah, we both came from
Bigger families. Yeah.
and I think when we started, I was 2, she was 3, and then we ended up 3. So you know how it goes.
Exactly. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's perfect. So you both wanted to have kids. You're transitioning from this small apartment. Were you guys big adventurers? Were you still doing the sports stuff? Were you still playing a lot, or?
Yeah, so we moved out here. Lindsay grew up here, so she's one of the few natives around here.
Oh, nice.
Unlike myself. And no, I think we moved out here, and I think it was maybe 4 or 5 years. She's probably going to correct me on that when she listens to this.
Yeah,
Right.
sure.
Where we were just trying to get to know each other, really. I mean, we dated for quite some time, and then wanted to kind of have a strong foundation before we threw gas on the fire.
You said you guys met in college. What was that meeting like? I mean, was it a meet
I know a
cute?
little bit about this,
Did you
but I'm
see
gonna let
each
you
other
share it.
across the quad?
Yeah,
It was on the fields and courts.
I mean, she definitely pursued me very hard. No.
Okay.
Yeah, she might not question that one, I'm sure.
No. You can edit that out.
Nope, it's on camera too, buddy.
Oh, perfect, even better. So I mean, it's a very, very small school. You kind of everybody. We were both athletes. She played tennis there. I played soccer.
Yeah.
So we were in the same circles and kind of met through that way.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Dated a few years through college.
Yeah.
Some long distance. Me living in Europe, her going to Europe different times.
Because you went and studied in Spain for a while, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I was in the north of Spain, and then she did like a full Europe semester, but we weren't doing it at the same
At
time.
the same time, right.
Ultimately decided, it was the right thing to go for it.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we got married.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
That's
then
awesome.
I was fortunate enough to spend several years working with Lindsay in education.
Oh,
We were
that's
both
cool.
in special education for a while. That's how we first met. And then we moved into the neighborhood that you guys were living in. So, it was really cool.
Yep. So moved out here. You're asking if we were still doing sports. I realized that my career had hit a plateau.
Your sports career?
Yeah. And so I started doing other things and all the kind of Colorado outdoor sports and stuff like that.
Okay.
It's hard to right now. Everything's calendared. Life is so in 30-minute increments on a calendar. We often go like, what did we do in those years?
Before you had kids, like what? Everything is very regimented now.
Yeah.
Lauren the other day came to me and she was like, kind of stressing out. She was like, we have all this stuff to do and so we literally took a sheet of paper, and my college advisor showed me this, to take the day and the hours and block it out, and I put a little all right, we know we have to do this here. Before I had kids, like I was just like, we'll figure it out, man. Now it's all right, I need to know exactly what free time I have so that I know when I can breathe.
I think the dog got walked a lot more back in those
Right, totally.
than now.
Oh, that's so
exactly.
Oh my gosh.
So how did she break the news? I mean, how old is you guys know this, but how old is your oldest kid right now?
He's 18.
18.
Yeah, so I got 18, 16, 14.
Wow, all teenagers.
Yes. Yeah.
And your hair looks great. This is
just got a
incredible.
cut, so all the gray came off. Yeah. It'll come really back.
Very shortly. So 18 years ago, you find out you're going to be a dad for the first time.
Right.
How did you get that news?
It was now.
Would
Would you guys already be thinking, "Hey, we're ready"? We're gonna have
there was
kids
some
now.
intentional planning.
Intentional planning.
Yeah. So it wasn't like out of the blue.
It wasn't a surprise. You're a dad.
I mean, it was still a surprise because some things happened and indicated it was time. So it was something we've been talking for, prepping for. I think when we moved out here, we were really fortunate to have like just a good community. And all of the couples in our community were all. That was the theme.
That was it. Yeah,
that was
It's having kids.
Yeah.
We're all having kids now.
Yeah. So, so we were in that zone. We were thinking about that. We were preparing for that. And so, when the stick had 2 lines or
2 lines. Yeah, I think it is 2.
That was a celebration moment, not a freak out moment.
That's great.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
I remember the moment very fondly when we found out. I thought you were supposed to pee on the stick and then like wait like 15 or 20 minutes. I didn't realize that sometimes it just says it automatically.
It just goes pregnant.
Yeah.
It screens it now. That's.
I think you're supposed to pee on the. There's like a little stick on the end. I think she accidentally got it on the window, and it was like, oh yeah, yes, you are pregnant. Yeah,
Nailed it.
nailed it.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Oh man, what an exciting moment! What was like feelings wise? Do you remember? Are you were you swelling with like anxiety or fear or joy or a mix of all the things?
I think with the first one, because you just had nothing else to compare it to.
Right.
It was all kind of, for me personally, she might say something different, but it was all like positive and exciting, and you start to visualize what that's going to be.
Yeah.
And, you know, the first time you kick a soccer ball.
Right, exactly. That was what just entered my mind. I'm going, we're going to play. We're going to kick soccer balls back and forth.
You push it in the stroller. And, you know, just some of those you kind of, your brain kind of fast forward to kind of those moments.
Yeah. Sure.
Not the, oh my gosh, you have 6 missing assignments homework moment, and you got fire coming out of yours. Like somehow those didn't register.
Yeah.
I wonder if there are parents out there that do think that, because I can't imagine.
You know, I didn't even think that. I was just like, and I had the 6
I'm
missing
still not
assignments.
thinking that.
Oh my gosh, that is great. I
We'll
love
put it
that
on
you
your calendar.
said that. Yeah,
Thank
put it on
you.
the
Yeah, we'll
calendar.
block it off on there.
You need to time block
Hopefully
that.
she
Gonna
takes
skip
after
this
my wife and not
assignment,
me. So
Oh, that's
we'll
funny.
see.
Well, so now she's pregnant, and now it's 9 months or close to it, and we need to get to the hospital. Or take us through that.
Yeah, so that day I remember for sure. We so I had a buddy over, my brother-in-law over, and we were watching football, I think.
Right.
Okay. And you know, just scurrying around, and you know, the countdown was there, bag was packed. We'd done all the plans.
Yeah, took the classes and read the books. Yeah.
Books were in the house. Some of us read them.
Sure.
I know for sure
Waiting for the
Lindsay would have
audio.
read them.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I kind of think she was just like, hey, it's like, I think it's time to go kind of thing. It was like not, at least the way I remember, it wasn't like oh, shit.
Yeah.
I was like, I think it's time to go.
Yeah.
And got in the car, left the guys at the house, and said, "We're gone.
Yeah,
You know,
we're going to have a baby.
Just close the door when you're done, kind of thing."
Let me know who wins.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, see you later.
Yeah. And so we trucked it over to Foothills, got checked in,
Right.
and you know, we had like the plan on paper. Hey, we're going to tell them we want to do it this way. And
Oh boy.
all this stuff that seemed to be very important and such a big deal. And you know, hours went by, lots of hours went by. My wife went, you know, a very, very long labor, like up to 20 hours, I think, something around there.
Wow.
And so that was like the first, like, okay, this is different.
Yeah.
And
So your plan, did that work out?
I mean, he's here.
Right. Yeah.
All right, so the main goal was
The
just
main
to
goals,
have the baby.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah, but the
Yeah.
particulars, you didn't. Yeah.
And I do think there was a moment that I got so tired of watching her do all the work.
Right.
that
Sure.
I laid on the couch and may have
Fallen asleep.
taken a little cat nap.
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
thing. I mean,
Listen, you got to be.
You gotta recoup for when you. Yeah.
sometime in the future.
I mean, you
Sometime.
can't
Yeah.
do the work for her as much as you want to be able to help. You know, you are, and I'm proud of you that you you decided, hey, this is what I can do.
Yeah. Somebody's got to do it.
Somebody needs to nap.
Yeah.
She's not.
So she was amazing. Our oldest took some time to come out. You know, had to use a vacuum to kind of get it to the right place, which was not on the plan.
Right.
Not sure it was very researched, that piece.
Yeah.
but he came out. And he came out screaming.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's like Nathan.
Strong lungs, just ready to go.
Yeah.
Totally.
Well, he's like been stuck for a long time.
Yeah,
you know?
totally.
Like,
Yeah.
You
It's
can
like,
kind of
what the heck, lady?
And I mean that moment was amazing. Like your brain can't prepare you for that. Like it just doesn't. It's one of those things that just doesn't compute.
No.
This child has been cooking in your wife's womb for 9 months or whatever, and then you hear the sound of this being that the two of you made.
Yeah.
It's absolutely bizarre.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
And I think that's been universal on, for Pappy Hour is everybody's said it's you can't help, and you just can't put it into words either. And it is just such a stunning moment.
Yeah.
And it really is. It's just incredible.
Did you cut the cord? Did you?
Yeah, I think I did that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the one of your questions hit me, which was like, what did you think it was going to be like, and then what was it actually?
Yeah.
And that hit in first 24 hours, which
Right.
was he did not sleep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he did not sleep.
Not
and
sleeping.
here my wife was completely exhausted.
Wiped. Yeah.
And the nursing staff is very helpful, very attentive. But you got the keys to the car at that point.
Yeah.
Like there's you can hold it for a second, but then it's on you.
It's on you.
I'm so glad you got a cat nap, man.
Yeah, so, I was ready.
Right.
So, wife needs to recover.
Yeah.
Nurse goes somewhere else. He's screaming.
Yeah.
What did he do? And that was like the first oh shit, this is real.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Like how do you
turn this
there's
off?
no off button. There's no off button. There's no volume button.
The ignition is on, but I can't turn it off.
And so
my
I started
gosh.
doing what I did a lot for my first son, which was just hold him and walk.
Yeah.
And so I vividly remember just doing laps in the hallway there. And there was one time, another oh shit, I better get my act together. I sat down and I started dozing off in the chair. Holding. I'm like, this is not good either.
No.
Okay.
Can't
New
do
plan.
that.
New plan. New plan. So,
wow.
I think that was like the first of many new plans.
Right.
Yeah.
New plan. That's a great way of saying
That the journey of parenthood
Parenthood
has.
is.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Every single day.
Yeah.
And then okay, it's time to leave Foothills.
Yeah.
And how did you get to go, or what was that feeling when you left through the doors?
Yeah.
It was weird because it was like the are you sure you trust us to do this? Like we attended your classes.
Yeah.
You didn't see me drive.
Yeah.
I'm not good at that.
No.
No one tested us on this. We didn't have to.
Yeah. We did the fireman's, car seat.
Right.
Yeah.
But you don't know what it's like when I get home. Like,
Yeah.
it seems like we're testing the wrong
This
things.
is a home inspection. Yeah. You just trust
my
trust
gosh.
us
You
with
trust
this
us.
now?
Yeah. So that part was like, oh my gosh. And, it's probably the slowest I've ever driven.
No, yeah.
From on Arapahoe Road.
For sure.
Yeah. I should have gotten a ticket for being too slow.
Oh my gosh. Do you remember, were you having a conversation at all? Did you guys chat, or was it just quiet?
I was just locked.
Yeah.
Lindsay's in the back, sitting next to him, and just locked in. Like I just got to get home.
Yeah.
Got to get home.
Oh man.
So you guys get this baby home. It took probably twice as long as it took to get to the hospital.
Yeah.
Going there, but you get this baby home and you're on your own. Did you have help there? Was it?
Yeah, we were pretty on our own. So my family lives back in Santa Barbara, and I think part of our plan was to be on our own.
Yeah.
We kind of wanted to create some space for us to kind of figure it out before
Bringing people in.
in. So I remember the first few weeks was really just about that and us trying to find our own rhythm.
Yeah, try new plans.
Yeah,
new plan
plans,
every
right,
day.
and
Is a
left.
new plan,
Plans
right? I mean,
every
it's
day.
just amazing. I just remember learning very quickly I went through every single emotion in the book every single day. There was just no way that it was just like, well, this is just a perfect day, or this is just a nightmare day. It wasn't, but it was just, there were so many ups and downs. Just going, okay, so is this what it's going to be like? And I believe it has been. You know, it just,
if you need consistent emotion in order to survive, don't have a child.
You might rethink it.
You might rethink it really quick.
You go visit a playground once in a while and just remind yourself. Yeah. Oh my gosh, too funny.
So then you have this kid at home. You guys are figuring it out, making new plans all the time. How long before you decide, you know what, let's do this again?
Yeah. How smart could we be?
Yeah. So we really wanted to be kind of closer in age. And so, it was a couple years apart, each kid, I think.
And they're both, aren't they both fall? Are all three similar?
January, then July, then April.
Okay, nope, not even close. Never mind. Yeah. I was off on that.
Yeah, so 2 and some change.
Yeah, so about 2 and some change years between each one. Yeah. And so now you have a 2-year-old. You find out, hey, it's go time for baby number 2. Yeah. What was that very similar? Was there anything that you were like, all right, I've got this figured out because I've already had one?
Yeah. I think there was a we want to have 2, but we are scared to death to have 2 because now you've gone through all of the experiences, right? And if my oldest listens to this, I'm going to kind of speak to some of the challenges we had as a young. Like he was very tough to soothe. Mm-hmm. He slept on his own schedule, which wasn't frequent. It wasn't in long in duration. Right. He and I used to take nighttime drives to Denver and back because that was, again, trying to get my wife some sleep and get him to fall asleep. And so he was a tough baby. Yeah. And so we struggled with like, oh my gosh, what if we double down on that? But also like, what if he's, the only child? Like we knew we didn't want that. Yeah. So there was some, take a deep breath and let's go for it.
Because that was with Nathan. Kristen was like, we got to bring somebody else in to knock this kid off his high horse. I love you, son, but that was a truth. That was, because Nathan was really demanding. Yeah. And and Ryan just comes in and just mellows it, which but it was. That was they're just like, okay, or what if we get a second one like this? And all I can think of is me, and I'm just going, it's my fault. This is my fault because I'm such an unruly kid, It's just like whatever.
Oh, this is karma. I'm reaping the
man. So all right, then
I think
second kid's coming along.
Yeah, and I think too what I talked about our community of friends, and we all had kids at the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
And so one of the things that everybody does is like compare, right? And so we would constantly go to gatherings or at school and be like, oh, we had just the roughest weekend, and so we'd be like, oh, ours was amazing. Because then we started like, is it something we're doing? We're doing. And so it took a lot of leap of faith, but we jumped back in,
right?
And my daughter was born, and her birth experience was different. It was I think we were sitting outside on a summer day, and I remember this. My wife enjoying the sun, and a ladybug lands on her stomach, and like an hour later, she's like, I think we should go.
All right, we're in.
And so again, it was not like a middle of the night freak out. We packed up midday, went over there, took, I don't know, maybe a couple hours or something.
Wow.
That's pretty impressive. There's a lot of times that people were like, I think we should go. And it ends up being the Braxton Hicks right there. But it sounds like your wife is like pretty tuned in to what's going on there.
Yeah, this one we used some, we didn't want her to be born on the 4th of July. So we had this one, we had a ticket punched and some medicine waiting to kind of get it going. But, a much different birth experience for my wife, and I did not take a nap.
I was gonna say, well done, well done.
And I think even like the next morning, like we were all watching Wimbledon. I remember watching Wimbledon on TV, and like, oh, she's just sleeping over there, and so like, okay,
it's quiet.
And
so a totally different story,
different experience,
totally different human being,
different human being, and I think that's probably the one parenting thing that I had no idea before.
Right,
kids that I have a greater appreciation for now is, I think we've done largely the same things, and our kids are all uniquely different and amazing in different ways. And if you would have told me that beforehand, like that part wouldn't have
registered or
computed.
You
have to experience it and to be able to really understand.
So when your daughter's born, was it that same feeling of joy, or was there some mild, like I remember Brian being born, and it was excitement, but there was this little trepidation of, are you going to be like the first one? Kind of a thing. I'm going to love you. Don't get me wrong. I love you right now. But it wasn't the same. It was not the exact same for me. It was still a super joyous moment. Was thrilled. But the first one was just like so unbelievable, right?
Yeah.
And then the second one's like, oh, this is great. Cool.
Yeah.
Sort of a thing where for me it wasn't this is just overwhelm again. What was your feeling like?
I think one, because it was a little bit of an easier experience. The newness was it was our first girl. And so that had a whole different twist to it. And there was some trying to remember the right words, but leading up to her birth, there was a lot of tests and like genetic markers that things might be a certain way that you got to be prepared for. And so there was also a sense of relief when she came out.
Sure.
Healthy, everything's there, smiling, all that. So that part was a nice, exhale.
For sure.
And then I think that one, because we kind of had been through the ringer. We could kind of enjoy that one in a different way. It didn't have the newness, but it had a little more sense of ease to it.
Dynamite.
And then that one we did have help come in and watch our oldest, and then seeing him come in, and that now we were a family before, but now you just have more humans in the mix. And that part was pretty cool.
How was that him meeting her for the first time?
I mean, I think it was he was curious. He was full of words. He was a talker. He's always been.
Well, he came out screaming. So he had a lot to say from the very beginning.
So I couldn't remember what exactly he said, but I remember he was asking a ton of questions, and that kind of thing. So
that was cool. That curiosity.
For sure. For sure.
That's great. So close in age, and then you bring them home, and she a good sleeper?
She was good. Yep.
Not a problem.
Yeah.
And you're just like, phew. All right.
Yeah. And it was so that helped a bunch.
Totally.
Yeah.
And was your oldest better at sleeping by this point?
No.
No. Yeah.
To be quite honest, no.
Yeah. No. Nathan took a long time. And now they're both tremendous sleepers. But
oh my god. Now he's a good sleeper now.
Oh yeah, you come home, you gotta wake him up for lunch.
Totally, for lunch. Exactly.
That's a teenager for you.
Oh my gosh, too funny.
Wow. Now you have two kids, and then you have a boy, a girl. You have the and
the nuclear family.
The nuclear family, and then 2 years later, you're like, let's do it one more time. Let's do it again.
Yeah, and it gets real messy in between there for sure.
That's it.
Yeah, I just you are going day to day. Just trying to make sure you got diapers.
Right.
Shoot, we got to run and get more.
And
this is where the calendar comes in.
And by this
lists.
time, you've got 2 kids, bipedal locomotion going different directions. And when you're on your own going, wait, come back.
my
I got
gosh.
you. You're reaching out and trying to just corral.
Yeah. And I'd be remiss if I didn't pause here and just also give my wife a shout out.
Yeah.
So I've always had a career that has taken me to lots of different places, which means I'm not home quite a bit. And that was made all of this very difficult, more difficult.
Right.
And so I just want to pause and give her a thanks for she still does this.
Yeah,
but,
she does.
In the mix of young kids, she was a superhero.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Nice.
Jeez.
Yeah. Well, and now you're adding a third into this. How'd that all go?
I don't really love you, but I don't really remember that one as much as the other.
There's a lot going on.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember the other 2 coming in and seeing him for the first time. I can picture them trucking down the hallway and coming over and poking and prodding them and holding them and those types of things. But I don't remember the birth all that too well.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the other ones stick out more so.
Certainly.
Yeah.
And then now do you remember if when you got him home, was he a good sleeper or
He did all right.
Okay.
Yeah. Both the 2 younger ones had like sleep apnea kind of stuff.
okay.
The sleep challenge for them is we had them hooked up to oxygen.
Okay, interesting.
Most nights. So pick tube and tape and
That's tough.
make sure the tubes don't
Get twisted and all that.
kind of stuff.
Yeah,
So that was a moderate stress, but they both kind of grew out of it. I guess it's common at altitude. So
I didn't know that. That's interesting.
Huh.
Okay.
So it was. We figured it out with our daughter, and then we just proactively did it with our son to
That's good to know.
remove a worry. So
Exactly.
remove a worry.
Well, and so tell me about your first soccer kick.
Yeah.
Did it go with the oldest or?
Yeah. He was into it for a bit.
Yeah.
He's famous for saying, "Dad, I don't lift weights, I lift books." So he eventually his interest kind of took him in another direction.
Right.
Yeah.
But we've had tremendous experiences with all of them, and shared passions and new passions I'm learning from them about. So
one of the things that I really appreciate about you and Lindsay is with your travel overseas in particular, you were very intentional in making sure that on one of those trips or multiple trips, you would take one kid at a time to share an opportunity. Talk about that if you don't mind.
So I think even beyond these particular trips I'll get to is, I think as I've gotten older, I've looked back and what seems to have the biggest growth moments as a dad is when you can kind of isolate, when you can get the one-on-one, you can get experiences, and going places forces you to get out of your routine and get out of your normalcy and talk about things that you don't do. So I've been blessed to be able to do that.
That's cool.
Recently, probably more bigger than when they were younger.
Yeah.
Then it was, okay, I'll take you to the zoo today.
Right.
Let's go get a sweet cow. And now recently, with my oldest, he graduated high school and developed a deep passion for Bruce Springsteen, and he was like,
come on.
He's like, a dream of mine to go to concerts. I'm like, my wife looked at each other and we're like, we got to get him to a concert.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So we flew to France.
Yeah, France.
And went to Bruce, and Bruce is 3 amazing hours of 5 days that you're just with each other.
Yeah.
And you're navigating things and talking about things, and so moments like that have been really special as a dad. And I think advice to the new guys.
Thank you.
Know, put some budget aside for stuff like that.
Yeah, that's cool.
I could tell you the number of plastic toys that have come through our house. That, you know, maybe there's a little bit of a memory next to a Thomas the Train, but
but those quality moments, the quality time. And I have a question. I wonder. We have a stepson, Danny, who's 18 or 19 actually now, and the relationship is interesting. It's a blended family, and so I want to spend time with him. I guess I'm looking for, when you guys spend time together, do you find it's more? What's the move? Do you just kind of, do you ask certain questions, or do you just try to be curious about him, or do you just? There was a lot of sitting in silence when I was a teenager with my dad, which was fine, but like I also like want to get to know him, and you get a lot of like, how was your day? And he's like, it was fine, it was good,
right?
You know,
good,
it was good.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I would say I'm also not the most like deep conversationalist.
Sure.
And I find that if you just go and like live, if you go, my youngest is, he often says like why he loves traveling so much. He's like, it's the in between moments that he likes the most.
Oh, interesting.
I mean, don't get me wrong. He likes to go
to the
Chelsea match too.
Yeah,
but,
yeah,
sure.
But it's the in between. It's the like, what are we gonna go do for dinner? You know, hey, you know, let's skip the tube and let's just walk home. And so, yeah, I think the at least for me, my approach is you just go and do something.
Yeah.
Right.
And if you go and do something, it kind of breaks that silence is a little more natural.
Yeah.
And, you know, maybe something squeaks out, or you just had a good time together, and that's a down payment for tomorrow.
I love that. That's a nice term too.
Building that trust, building that relationship over time without an agenda of something, and know that it will come out.
Right.
When they're ready to talk, they'll talk.
And without forcing.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
There's no need to force it because I'll do that. I don't like silence, right? And so you've noticed that we've known each other for a while, and so poor Ryan's. You know, he's like, he'll have a conversation now. Like he's really now just well versed in speaking, but a long time it's just like, no, just don't want to share. I don't have a lot to say, you know. Whereas Nathan would be quicker to offer something. But so that was kind of a nice thing, learning and going, okay, step back a little bit. And then Ryan in particular would share more. Yeah. And he had so much to share. But it was me just going, well, what about this? Hey, what do you think? He goes, okay, Dad. Yeah, it's great. It's all good. Slow down, Timmy.
It's okay. So. It's okay to be quiet every once in a while.
Yeah, Kristen says that. Nathan said that. Ryan said that. Interesting. A lot of people say that about me.
Are you hearing it? Are you listening? Does it stick with you?
Let me talk about that.
What did they say? What is it?
Exactly.
Yeah, I think they're all going to have something to say at some point.
Yeah,
right.
And you want to be the person they call, the person they text, the the good news, the bad news.
Yeah.
And so I think all of these things are an investment towards that moment versus Eric's anxious moment of
totally.
What'd you do today? What'd you do?
Yeah. You got homework?
Yeah.
Is it done? You want me to look at it? Yeah, totally.
What do you mean fine?
Yeah. What is fine?
What do you mean fine? What does that mean? What does that mean?
Poor Eric. Anyway, poor everybody around. But, so as you said, oldest graduated last year.
Yeah.
Went away to college, and not just like a local in-state school.
Yeah.
Went away. What's that experience like because it's, this is going to be graduation season for a lot of dads out there.
Where did he go?
So my oldest, he's at a university called Kenyon, or college, I guess.
Yeah.
It's about an hour outside of Columbus, Ohio.
Wow. Okay.
So a beautiful, small liberal arts school. Along the college journey, he decided he wanted to pursue like a passion in writing, creative writing.
Yeah.
Wow.
And one of his idols, the author of Calvin and Hobbes.
Uh-huh.
Oh, cool.
Actually went to this school. So,
oh my gosh.
That's how it first got on his radar.
Oh, that's so cool.
I would have not known that one, but
we're learning a lot today.
Yeah.
but yeah, no, it was journey. Like I think he wanted to, get out of Colorado.
Yeah.
I think in a way to kind of establish himself and who he is. And,
Yeah.
so we searched a few schools and ultimately landed on that one. And,
Very cool.
yeah, it's going all right.
Yeah. And now he's going to come back for a couple of weeks. And do you think he's going to be sticking around and hanging out with you guys? I mean, you guys are going to be, as you mentioned before to me separately, is you guys are about to move houses.
Yeah.
And this is the house that he's always lived in. And I mean, all the kids.
Yeah.
But he left it. Now he's going to come back and leave it again. So that'll be a big transition for him, too. Has he shared anything on that?
No, he hasn't shared too much.
Yeah.
I think so. He's come home a couple of times. The first one, I think we tried to figure it out. It was really short. We definitely thought we were gonna see him more, and the time we did have, we were still trying to figure each other out. I think Thanksgiving was a little bit better. So I think we're looking forward to this.
A little extended. But
less pressure. On the time you do have.
Right.
And so, excited to have him home for a few weeks.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, before we get to our last question that we always ask everybody, and I hope, Eric, you already know what's coming. So I just want to say, is there anything that you could offer to young dads like myself or dads that are about to have a kid? Any advice? They're like, man, I wish I'd have known this before I started having kids.
Yeah. Find yourself a good wife.
That's super helpful. Yeah,
that's huge.
Yeah.
So I've benefited from, my wife having she was a school psychologist.
Yeah.
She's studied human behavior,
right?
Emotions, the brain, all of those things that make us who we are.
Yeah.
Which I naively probably wouldn't have. Had an ounce of coming into it. So that kind of gave me a quick start. But I think the learning that I had, which is don't go into it with your plan.
Right.
Go into it getting ready to shape a plan with that human that is going to be on the other side.
Yeah.
I think that's been the biggest learning as a dad is like the same two people made these kids, the same two people raised these kids, and they each need something different in this world,
right?
And that's your job. Your job is to figure out that need, meet that need, and help them thrive in this world. I think if you go into it with too much, well, this is how I was raised, and this is how I'm going to do it, and I'm not going to do that, and I'm going to do that. I mean, there's a little bit of some of that stuff that comes through, but being too stuck in in either what you think it is or what the world says it should be, is just gonna cause
don't be too rigid.
You're gonna be frustrated more than
flexibility is going to be very important.
Very important.
So that's been a big one, and so I'd share that with anyway.
Yeah,
that's great.
That's awesome.
That's great advice.
Well, then, were you able to consider a dad joke to bring to us?
Oh yeah, but I wrote it down.
Yeah,
I love it. I love
Beautiful.
Yeah. Can't screw that up.
No,
don't mess it up.
Okay, I tried to. So I'm not good at jokes. Number one.
No, it's good. So that's even
but you
better.
do have a great sense of humor. We love going to stand up together, and
I consulted ChatGPT. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure, of course.
Yeah.
It is the age we are in. Yeah.
So I tried to give it some thematic prompts to what the show is. Okay, so why did the dad bring a ladder to the bar?
Oh boy.
Why?
Because he heard the drinks were on the house.
Hey.
ChatGPT, that's not bad.
That's not bad. That's not bad. That's standout. I like it. The dad bring the ladder to the bar. Drinks are on the house, man.
Drinks are on the house.
I love it.
Garrett, man, thanks so much for the time.
Thanks for being here, man.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
Yeah,
of course.
Looking forward to checking in with you and seeing how the next move for you guys goes too, because you guys will have another big transition.
New chapter.
Yeah,
new chapter, man.
All right, man. Well, thanks for being on, and love you. And this was Pappy Hour.
This is great.
Cheers, man.
Bye.
You only get one spin around this rock. You only have so many days till it stops, and how you show up for your kids. Well, that's your superpower. You might not know it now, but this is your Pappy Hour. Pappy Hour, let's talk it out, talk it out. What's it like? What's life all about? Oh, Pappy Hour, say your piece. Laugh at yourself, slap your knee. Pull up a chair, it's time for Pappy.